Who made this? Okay. Say.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Is it our responsibility to help our close ones who are struggling with addictions and are moving on to even graver sins, like not praying for many months, or is it better to cut ties with them?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You don't cut ties with them. Why are you moving from both extremes? One saying I should do everything, help their physical and their spiritual, and the other side you say I must cut ties with them. No, you walk the middle path. You're not responsible for them, especially their spirituality. Those ones, they don't have it is their Shaykh, it is themselves. If they don't have a Shaykh, then they are adults, they are responsible for themselves. You can remind them only if they want to listen. If they don't want to listen, then there's nothing much that you can do. In terms of the drugs and everything, that their addiction, and addiction doesn't have to be with drugs, with other things also. In our way, you say, you have the authority, you have the knowledge. If you don't have the authority, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the permission, leave it alone. If it's a close one, you say one time, 2 times, 3 times, you say, the person doesn't want to listen to you. It is not your responsibility anymore. You say, because in our way, we don't tell other people what to do. The Shaykh does, but each other you don't. Person is praying, not praying. Person knows. We are all here. The reason why we're here is we pray. The Shaykh is the one who's responsible to say. You're close to that one, you say, you find a way for your words to enter his heart. If you cannot find a way, if he's rejecting it, stay away. But you don't cut ties off so much. If that one is becoming really violent, becoming really bad, becoming cursing and yelling at you, yes, maybe you take a step back and you put some barricade a little bit so that that one is not going to harm you and himself. But not to cut ties. You pray for that person. We're living in a society where if someone has these kinds of, I'm talking about physical needs that they require, it's easy for you to say, go to this doctor, go to this government body, go to this or that. There are ways, no? About the praying and everything, you remind them 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, but they don't listen, leave it. It's not your responsibility. That one is an adult. Inshallah, Allah open the way for that one to come back to his senses. And may Allah not test us with that, inshallah. Fatiha. There's another thing. I'm saying may Allah not test us. We are not running away from it. Running away from it means that we don't even talk about it. We don't consider it. We don't even want to mention it, you know. Like there's some people, you cannot even mention death. For them, it is the biggest bad luck if you say death. There are whole cultures, they say death is bad luck. I say, what? Death is bad luck. Then we're all screwed because we're all going to die. And you believe in reincarnation and you're saying death is bad luck? What's wrong with you? Some, they're saying death, oh, God forbid. No, God didn't forbid death. In fact, it is an obligation. Every soul must taste death. That's why one of the reasons why Isa alayhi salam is going to be coming back is for him to die. They say that. They say death. Oh, don't mention death. It's taboo. It's very bad. Anything that's bad. We, as believers, why they don't like death? Because they think death, everything finish and things get very, very bad after that. Which means that this world is paradise, this world is great. That's not true and that's not real. This world is a hell. The world is a prison. You still didn't wake up to that yet. Every religion is going to say the same. Every philosophy is going to say the same. The real world is the world that we're going to. And for us, as believers, the Prophet ﷺ is saying, for a believer who remembers death 40 times a day, he attains the rank of a shaheed if he dies that day. So we're not running away from it. But we are saying, we are examining it, we look at it, we see what we can take to put in our lives, to make our lives better in every way. But we are not being so, how you say, ballsy. I can say that? No. I just did anyway. So you cannot be so gung-ho, yeah, to say, I don't care, let me die, let me do this, let me that. No, we're not challenging it. We are running away from the azab of Allah, we're running into His rahmat. But we must look, what is that azab? What is that punishment? We must look at what are those tests and say, if it happens, Allah protect us. If it doesn't happen, may Allah protect us too. We're not asking for it. So this is an important thing to know. Assalamu alaikum.